It's viewer mail time again, and I'm going to start this segment of viewer mail off with a letter, short and sweet, from Molly, and it says, Bludstone. I was flipping channels and I came across your show. Who are you exactly? Are you a hardcore grunge type band or something? I just want to know because the show was pretty cool. And this is Molly, little smiley face. This is P.S. Have you heard of the Cincinnati band Paste? I'd like to thank you for your letter, Molly. Next one's a pretty long one from Garrison. Says, Bludstone. I have 10 minutes to kill until my first class of summer session 93 begins. Sprechen Sie Deutsch? No, I don't. I've seen your show several times and have meant to write, but I always seem to write your address on small, unimportant pieces of paper that end up in my trash can behind the couch or on the bottom of my shoe. But this time round I saved the info and am ready to write. So, your show is interesting and always fun to watch. A lot of what you say and do does not fall within the parameters of my opinions or lifestyle, but it's that kind of outside stimulation / exposure that broadens the mind and makes life worth living. This is why I choose to catch your show when I can. Last night you said an upcoming show would feature skinheads. I hope that because they are friends of yours that the Q&A won't be biased and one-sided. Please ask tough questions that will expose the kernel of the Cincinnati skinhead mindset. What do they stand for and against? If they are racist or non-racist, what do they know of Nazi ideology? Are skinhead groups well coordinated? Do they have weekly, bi-weekly, etc. meetings, newsletters, and many more questions? I am interested in this because I am a historian of Nazi Germany. My particular area of interest is Nazi ideology. As of now, my PhD work will cover the neo-Nazi movement. Thus, I am interested in all facets of neo-Nazism, especially the more non-academic area of skinhead organization and the budding hate rock movement. If you could address any of these topics or would like a guest Nazi expert, i.e. me, I would appreciate it. On a more social note, I enjoyed the Cooking with Bill segment that dealt with making the old student standby spaghetti. The show itself was amusing, but it was the Q, Are We Not Men, A, We Are Devo soundtrack that got me going. If Bill is indeed a devotee, I am suitably impressed. We are a dying, endangered breed that needs saving. Devo has an important message, one that would do this troubled, going-to-hell fast world some good. Along with generating an interest in history, I'm trying to spread the Devo gospel. These are two subjects grossly neglected by today's society, especially the so-called hip-hop generation, whose minds have been filled with 30-second sound bites, bad music, trashy language, and no sense of the past or the future. But that is an extremely different topic, which I could pontificate about for hours. Hey, keep up the good work, and continue to disseminate views that challenge and engage the mind. The world needs a lot more of that sort of material. Garrison. Well, I'd like to thank you for your letter, Garrison. You said a lot of interesting things. One thing that I would like to point out to you, though, is that in case anybody is wondering, the local skinhead group that I have the most contact with has nothing to do with the neo-Nazi movement whatsoever. It's a common misconception, as I have often said, by the, let's call them the lay person who knows nothing about the actual skinhead movement, that all Nazis or all skinheads are Nazis. And that is not true at all. Okay, we have one more letter, and this is from Zach, and he's sent me some other stuff here, which is cool. Dear Bludstone, I watched your show for the first time a couple of weeks ago, and I loved it. I've told all my friends about your show. I'm 16 years old and live in a little hick town outside of Cincinnati. I have a band, and we played at the local talent show, but lost because of the kind of music we play. The band is called Wonderful and the Burley. Our music is a mix between Nirvana, Primus, Beastie Boys, Anthrax, Neil Young, Pearl Jam, Sonic Youth, Ramones, Helmet, and the Dead Milkmen. The members of the band are Zach Gabbard, bass, Bill Furby, guitar, or as he writes it, guitar. Chris Papadak, drums. Dan Snyder, vocals. If I said any of your names wrong, I apologize. If there is any way possible we could play on your show, we would be honored. I'm sending you a copy of my underground newspaper. Thank you for your time. Zach. And he's got a peace sign there. I don't know if you can see that or not. But he also sent, it's a zine called Low Times. It says free at the top. Okay, and there it is. And let's see what it's got in here. It's got a report on the talent show that he mentioned in the letter. And let's see. We got something called Dazed and Confessed here. Official list of funniest band names. We've got a little blurb on Mudhoney, the Ramones, and Simon and Garfunkel. And those are record reviews. And it's a little 2-page zine, and it was free. Thanks for the letter, Zach. Okay, that's viewer mail. And I want everybody to keep on sending these letters because we like to have your feedback on the show.